Hey, what's up, guys? You know, surprisingly, I get a lot of questions about my little recording space or studio or whatever you want to call it from people that are curious about the recording process or just in the space in general where I make the majority of the noise that I make. And I thought it might be fun to bring you guys in and give you a little behind the scenes look of the place that I spend the majority of my life making music, making videos and stuff, and just show you the space that is just so inspiring to me. I feel very creative when I'm here. So let's go take a look. Come on. All right, so this is my studio here. This is the mix down room. I spend the most of my time in this room right here. You can see I have instruments that I play and then also my mixing desk. This is the live room. Okay, so I wanted to explain this. This is what they call like an air studio. So it's a hanging studio, and what it means is that these walls are not touching the studs. So there's a technology you do, and you use these things called wrist clips, and those attach to the stud, and then you have these hat channels that attach to the wrist clips. And then 5/8 drywall, this whole tub of green glue shit that's awful smelling, and then you attach another 5/8 inch drywall to it, and then you attach that to the hat channel. But what it does, it takes the vibration out of the equation, so it never really hits the studs, and the wrist clip takes the brunt of all of it. So in effect, you get not a room that's just sound conditioned, that it's soundproof. So it never really touches the studs. There's no ventilation. It gets hot as hell if you're in here, but it's worth it when you want to record, not have sound escape. It's a great room, but it was a pain in the ass, and I'll never, ever do it again. But I'm so grateful to have the space. So I love it. I'll just never do it again. All right, next we're walking into the studio here. Humankind, not just a song, but a way of life. Thank you, Kate, for sending me that. Walking into the drum area is where I make a lot of noise. I am using a 3-piece Mapex drum set here. I like it because it is maple and it sounds great. I use Zildjian A Customs, and I use a 22-inch Piaste, however you say it, ride. I love it. Here's just some mics I had out because I was using them. Here is some effects pedals, because you can never have too many of those. I actually have another box or two of just effects pedals sitting around. Here's just percussion stuff, mic cables and such. This right here is a microphone that I like. I use it quite a bit. I recorded Never Look Back vocals on it. It's a Groove Tube mic, so I really, really like that one. I like the sound of it. It's warm.
Oh yeah, you should know. Don't look back, never look back when you got the real thing. Yeah, right in front of you.
And here is just, you know, a whole mess of guitars, most of which I don't really use anymore. The one there, that black one, is an Ovation acoustic guitar. I love it. It looks great, sounds great, but I just never really use it. I think it's the plastic back that throws me off, so I don't use it live or anything like that. This one next to it is my Butterscotch Telly. Now, this is something I use very, very often. I love the sound of this. This is an American Telly. It's just one of those tried true things. It's a brilliant guitar. I love it so much. Right here, this is my pedal board, which has not been updated in forever. You can see my wah pedal, Electric Mistress. It's one of my favorite pedals when I'm trying to get the Andy Summers Police sound. That gray one is a full tone Fat Boost. I love that because I love it kind of gives the sound a little bit more bottom end, a different kind of crunch. So I really like that. I use that in front of usually my chain. All the chains that I use, the Fat Boost is usually the first thing I do after my effects pedal. I don't know if it's right, but for me, it just makes the sound great. That orange one, my buddy Scotty Hill was making some pedals, and he had told me about it, and he sent me one, and it has a really cool metallic sound to it. I like it a lot, actually. I'm incorporating it into my sound, and it's something that I'll always cherish because I just love that he made it. It's like such a super cool thing. This next thing is this little buddy here. My friend Danielle sent me this, and I use it. I put the picks in there, so it's nice to have a little pick holder right next to my amp. And look at the little guy there. He's cute. He's playing the guitar. This amp is a Fender Deluxe Reverb One of the reasons why I like this amp so much is because it's one of the originals. It's not like the reissues they did, that series. This is actually one of the years that they built the original one. I believe this one is a 1993, but to be honest, I can't remember exactly, but I think it's 93. The one next to it, now this is my workhorse. This is the one that's been through the wars with me the most. I love this amp. I'll never get rid of it. This is a Marshall JCM 900. This thing screams. This one is, I call it Mr. Trusty. It just never breaks down. It's been through everything. I've had it to 10. Here's the adjoining cab, so it gives you 212 action. It's very, very loud. It's 100 watt. Takes 4 EL34 tubes and a whole bunch of 12AX7 preamp tubes. I love this amp. I will never get rid of this amp. It's just, it means so much to me. And like I said, I've been through a lot with it. I've recorded the Mean Season with it. Bringing Alpha, I used it on some of the songs for Alpha. It got really popular again when Jack White was using it with the white stripes and stuff, but it's just got a signature sound. This one here, though, this is actually my pride and joy. This is a 1972 Marshall JMP. This is the last year that they hand wired all of these, and I don't know. It's just something that I'll never, ever get rid of, no matter what. It's like when I die, like in my casket, I want this thing with me. I worked so hard and so long to get it, and I just love this amp so much. And there's, if you play guitar, there is an amp builder. He is kind of like the guru of these, George Metropolis, and he's been through this all the way from every mechanical part of it, and it's just it's something that I'll never ever part with. And I love that the M is broken on it. I almost thought about when I got it to replace it, but no, I love the character of it. I love that it's not perfect, and but technically it's a perfect amp. It just gives you that classic Marshall tone if you want that.
These cows become my home. Judge Judy, my best friend. Most nights I sit alone. I sleep through daylight again.
Here's my guitars that I'm using really mostly lately. This is my Schecter Diamond series. At the time, it was the most expensive Schecter you could get it, and not for a braggy thing. It's just it's such a high-end guitar. They're high-end, and I replaced the pickup, so it's modded and it sounds great. This is my Kramer. Speaking of Scotty, when I wanted to kind of redo this one and make it new again, he helped me get the pickups. I put Seymour Duncan's, a Jazz in the neck. This thing screams. So those two are my shredder guitars. This one here is my Fender Strat Special Deluxe. I love this guitar. Again, we'll never get rid of this one no matter what. I don't care how destitute if I ever become, I'll never get rid of that one. That's my tone master. When I'm looking for some bitchin' tone, I pull out my Strat. That's the one for me. I love that guitar. Here's some, just plaques on the wall. Never Look Back and 15, biggest songs I've ever had. In fact, I'm about to take them down and redo them because I want all of them together. There's 4 of them. They should be together, All right, there's my lava lamp because I'm groovy. I use these keys a lot. I actually have a Fender Rhodes in storage that I'm not using because this thing is perfectly tuned and everything. I feel like I'm on Wheel of Fortune right now. There's a Miniac, a Michael Brute, and a carbon monoxide detector so I don't die when I'm alone in here. This is my Martin acoustic guitar. This is a recent addition last year, and I was just so inspired when I got it, completely inspired. And in fact, I wrote a whole album on it that hopefully will be coming to an ear near you very soon. But and you can see the capos on the 4th fret, and I wrote the whole album with the capo being on cable 4. I don't know if it worked, but I'm really happy with the songs. This is my Kiss Alive 2 framed picture. This stage means more to me than any other stage, so I love Kiss Alive 2. This is just like the area where I do mix down the stuff. That's a Mackie VLZ 24. I like it because it's analog, and I like the preamps. And here is just some stuff I've been sent over the years from such a great crew. They mean everything. That's the first time I got in the Rolling Stone with Jeff when we did For the Crew.
Oh, yeah.
Just some stuff that's been sent to me. This also was sent by another member crew, Rach and Jen. That was a lyric from a song, probably one of the most important personal songs I ever wrote, called Wander. And it says, I found myself again. It just took a little looking. And they had it kind of put into a little cube there. And I love that there's the waveform in it. And you can see the lyrics. So I love that one a lot. And it means a lot to me. And everything that anybody's ever sent to me means a lot. And I have a whole bunch of stuff. Maybe one day I'll do a video on just stuff that was sent, because it's been... I feel like everybody really knows me. They're really great people. So maybe I'll do that one day if you want to see it. This is a gigboard head rush. I use this when I'm demoing stuff. When I want to record, I just fire up the Plexi, the Marshall behind me. This is an archaic thing right here. This is a DR5, but it has really nice 808 and 909. So I still use it to this day. Program it in and go. So that's it. That's my tour. That's my studio. Remember, be humankind. All right. Take care, guys.